When you're creating custom content, one of the questions I get a lot is just how do you quickly do it to where it doesn't take all day? And what also do you do if you don't have photography skills or graphic design skills? So I wanted to show you just a few tools that we use around the Woodshed Agency when we need to grab a cool photo or create a quick layout or design for a blog or a social media post. So I've pulled up some of the tools we use. First one I want to go to on the photography side is it's called Unsplash. So I'm going to go to that and show you what that looks like. So here you have a bunch of free cool photos that you can check out. That hopefully you can put in a keyword here. Let's just say a blog. I'm just searching something to see what pops up. That might be a bad search. Let's see here. Yeah, so actually there's a bunch of photos for a blog. Let's let it load here real quick. So what's nice is, so if you wrote something about how to write a blog or something, you could grab one of these photos. They're free. You just download them and move on. So really cool tool. You'll notice too, once you kind of get into this world, you'll start seeing where these photos pop up here and there online. So you'll see a lot of people are using this. That's actually a very popular one. This one by Kelly here. So a lot of photos and a really good tool. Next, the other tool to check out is Death to Stock Photo. Let me see. I think I have this searching it right now. Let me pull this up. I use this tool as well to find some photos. There it is, Death to Stock Photo. This one, I think you get, you sign up for your email and you get photos like every Friday to be able to use. Yeah, free photos by email every month. Yep. And so they'll send you a bunch of stuff. And again, same sort of vibe as Unsplash. It's just maybe a little less. Some of the photos probably aren't used as much out there in the social world. Again, you still want to try to be unique. And I do find that I get a little bit more engagement when I do a photo of me or something that I shot, just because they're one of a kind. But sometimes you just literally can't wait. You got to get the post out on Tuesday. This is a great resource. The other one to check out is Pablo, which is by Buffer. The reason I like this is this will search photos in these other categories right through here. This tool here, you can see that you can search these photos. And they're getting them from a ton of different areas. So, I mean, if you have signed up for the Woodshed one, you've seen I've used this one in the past. The nice thing here is that this is a really good tool for doing like quick quotes, quick quotes. I want to make sure I say that correctly. On, Pinterest or Instagram, Facebook, whatever it might be, because you get the opportunity to type something in. You can change the contrast. You can adjust the sizes. I think this is important to make sure that you're fitting perfectly into the different platforms. You can insert a logo or a graphic. You can just flip through quotes. Let's actually go back and I'll show you how easy this is just to make a quick post on Instagram. So let's light contrast. That way it looks a little bit better. Let's find a little bit better quote. Yeah, here we go. Let's do that one. So that's a great Pinterest one. All I have to do right now is pin it to Pinterest. It's going to do its thing. It's going to pop up. Yeah, there's that. I don't want it to go to Desblocks. And let's put this on under my success quote page. And URL, I'll just send it back to Woodshed Agency. And there, I just added that to Buffer. So that's simple. I made a quick post. So you can see that you can very quickly make cool stuff. You can also upload an image from yourself. You can change where you want the caption. I don't want that on there. We could send this. Let's just send this to Instagram right now. You can see again how quickly this can. You can also download that if you want to save it for later. So sometimes what I'll do on a on a Sunday afternoon, if I'm just bored or something, I might make 10 to 12 of these quotes, download them, and then use Buffer to send them out. So again, very quickly you can keep adding content. The last tool I want to talk about real quick is Canva. This is what I personally use. I'm not a Photoshop expert. Paul Lawand is in our team. So whenever I have to kind of just make something quick, like for a Facebook post, Canva is free. You get access to a bunch of design stuff. It really is very simple to make something. What it does too is it also makes everything the right size for you. So if you pick like the perfect Facebook post, it will already create a templated image that's the correct size to start with. And you see this thing is popping up. Running a little bit slow today, but we'll see here. So, I mean, you've got a bunch of free ones. If you want to pay for something, it's still relatively cheap. I mean, you might walk away for spending $2 and making a really cool graphic. Let's just say I've got a 50% off sale. Where did that go? I could change this photo out. Where did it go? That's acting funky. Even here, you could use these as some quotes. I mean, that would be a great Instagram photo, just that right there. So, you can change this up. You can mess with it. It's easy to edit. If I click on this, 5 ways to say hello. Let's write that. Let's see that. Trust me, it's actually pretty simple. There. We could put that out. I could recenter it. There we go. So that could go out. I could put there you go. If I wanted to download it and move on. So, a lot of cool stuff. So if you're struggling to make custom content, I get that it can be overwhelming, but really there's a ton of tools to make it much simpler on you. You just have to, spend some time on it. Like I was saying, use Pablo to make a whole bunch of quote memes that you're sitting on. You can use Canva to make, 4 or 5, custom contented pieces. You don't have to use them all right away, but at least you build them, put them in the can, and again, the other thing too is you can reuse this stuff. It isn't a one-time thing. So this is some of the tools I use to help me create custom content quicker, and everything always looks good, and basically none of this stuff costs me anything. So if you have any questions, though, just shoot me an email and I can help you out more on them.